Obama did not denigrate people. He did not make fun of disabled people. He did not single out any group of people as rapists and criminals. He didn't win the presidency by reminding us that white people used to own slaves in this country and calling them criminals and denigrating them and making them look bad and feel bad. He didn't do any of that. He talked about uniting us. At least he ran on a premise of hope and on a promise of uniting people and change, not on division. He didn't have skinheads sitting in his audiences. He didn't have the Ku Klux Klan or even Black Panthers. He didn't have racist black people out in the middle of the streets chanting that they hated white people, supporting his presidency and his candidacy. And had they done so, he would have denounced them vehemently, not in some little written statement that his staff wrote and that he gives basically as if someone's holding a gun to his head the few times that Donald finally did denounce something that was being said by Klansmen. And, this man would not even admit that he knew who David Duke was. I mean, come on. This is a bad man, and his winning was a sad thing for a lot of people. And again, this was not just about partisanship. This was about hatred and racism. This is a bad precedent to be set in this country. Be there in a moment. A bad precedent. And so a lot of people were hurting and had reason to be hurting and afraid and had reason to be afraid. And this was nothing like just your candidate losing. This was about justice losing, about love, in a sense, losing, about the united part of our states losing. It was the divided states of America that won. It was the racist states of America that won. And it was a sad day. It was a sad day. I did not like it when George Bush beat John Kerry. Didn't like it. But I didn't get depressed. Best example I can give you. I did not get depressed when George won. I was like, oh, God, we got this Republican in, man. Things are not going to go the way I want them to go. Things are not going to be done the way I want them to be done. The policies that I believe in will not be advocated and propagated by Bush. He is a conservative Republican, and I don't like his policies. And he is certainly not my favorite person on the planet. That's how I felt when Bush won. That's how I felt when Reagan won. That's how I felt when any Republican won. But when Donald won, it was personal. It was deep. It was almost desperate. I just couldn't believe that my country, that I've grown to love and honor and become passionate about, would elect a racist, would elect a pathological liar, would elect a misogynist, would elect a man who makes fun of small people, as he calls them, of the little people, as he calls them. And so he played off of the intelligence of people who were not really that bright. And that's how he won. And I know pundits can't say that. But, if you all don't call, I'm inclined to believe nobody's listening to this podcast anyway, so I can say anything I want to say. And so I just say it like it is. He played off of the stupidity of ignorant white folks to get elected. I just got to call it like I see it. Ignorant white people who don't think and can't think that well. He played off of their ignorance to win. There's no other explanation. When you are a bigot and a billionaire and you have small, poor people thinking that you are their guy, it is simply their ignorance that got you into office. And it is a sad, sad thing. It's sad. And that's how he won. And so it's a sad day, if you ask me. It's a sad, sad, sad day. And so he's your president now. What I want to know is, what are you going to do with Donald? That's your guy. That's your guy. You let him in there. You let him win. You let him win. You let him win. You let him win. What are you going to do about it? He is your president of your United States. Well, I hate to say it, but your divided states of America. And I want to know, what are y'all going to do about Donald. Tell me, what are you going to do about it? 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 Donald is your president. He's your guy. He's your guy. You let him in. You let him win. What are you going to do about Donald? Okay? Tell me. 213-377-8681. 213-377-8681. Give me a call and let me know you heard the podcast. Please let me know you heard the podcast. 213-377-8681. Give me a call and let me know you heard us. Please.
That's how we do it on our side.
213-377-8681. Call me and let me know you heard the podcast. So I'll know Spreaker is not lying and you're really listening. 213-377-8681. Call me.
Bad boy as a staff, record label and as a mother crew. And if you want to be down with bad boys, then you too. Chino XL, you too. All you mother, you too.
Take money. Take
All
money.
y'all mother, die slow mother. My phone make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You We do our job. You think you mob? We the mother mob. Ain't nothing but killers and real. All you mother go triple it.
93.5 KD. Back in a flash. With more. Back in the day.
Mike, can you pick me up? My car just got towed for no insurance.
Why don't you have insurance?
It's too expensive. I couldn't pay $125